When they give the blood pressure medication, the majority of cardiologists never tell you this. Many of them are unaware of the enormous power concealed in your own legs, not because they wish to keep it from you. We learned how the calves serve as a second heart and how basic motions can activate circulation in the first installment of this series. We go much deeper today. We'll look at activities that specifically target hardened arteries, which are stiff tubes that make your heart work twice as hard to maintain blood flow throughout your body. You've probably already tried the exercises from the last video if you made it this far. Maybe you've noticed that your legs no longer feel as heavy after prolonged sitting, or that your feet are no longer as cold at night. It wasn't a coincidence. That was your body reacting to the appropriate stimulus. It's time to move on to methods that involve more than just turning your ankles or standing on your toes. However, I must first learn something crucial before revealing today's first exercise. Which city are you now viewing from? Where you are, is it noon or nighttime? Now go down to the comments and let me know. Additionally, if you think this information is worthwhile, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Each time you do that, you assist me in producing content that has the power to change the lives of individuals just like you. I swear to read each and every message. Before we get started, I also want to mention something. This is the second installment of a series. I urge you to view part 1 following this video if you haven't already. The activities build upon one another, and mastering the basics will enable you to achieve even greater outcomes. But don't worry, all of the things I'm going to talk about today can be done independently and will still significantly improve your blood pressure and circulation. Let's now discuss something that not many people actually comprehend. After 60, high blood pressure is more than just a number on a screen. When your body's internal pipes grow too stiff to manage blood flow normally, it sends out an alarm. Consider a brand new garden hose. It is adaptable. It is easily bent. Additionally, water pours out of the tap without any issues when you turn it on. Imagine the same hose sitting in the garden, forgotten, in the sun for 20 years. The walls stop giving way, making it hard and brittle. And as you try to force water through it, the internal pressure rises. With our arteries, that is precisely what occurs. They become less elastic over time. On their inside walls, tiny deposits of fat and calcium form. The heart, that tireless muscle that beats over 100,000 times a day, must exert increasing effort to force blood down channels that no longer comply with the effort as the usable diameter decreases. Blood pressure medications function in a variety of ways. Some chemically relax the artery walls, while others remove bodily fluid to lower blood volume. Others, however, use less effort to create the heartbeat. In contemporary medicine, each of them has a role. Furthermore, I'm not here to advise you to stop taking your prescription. I do want you to know that although movement treats the root cause, medicine treats the symptoms. No medication can mimic the series of biological events that occur when you contract your leg muscles in particular ways. Let me give you a basic explanation of the science. The endothelium is a thin layer of cells found inside the walls of every artery in your body. Consider it your blood vessel's inner skin. This endothelium has extraordinary intelligence. It continuously keeps an eye on blood flow and reacts to variations. Nitric oxide is a miraculous molecule that is released by the endothelium when blood flows through an artery more quickly. The arterial wall's muscle cells are instructed to relax by this nitric oxide. The artery widens when they relax. Blood pressure decreases as the artery widens. It really is that easy. The issue is that our endothelium grows sluggish as we become older. It no longer reacts to blood flow as it once did. It generates less nitric oxide. The arteries remain narrow. The blood pressure increases. According to studies, our endothelial cells only generate roughly half as much nitric oxide as they did in our 20s by the time we are in our 60s. The impacts of this degeneration mount year after year, but it occurs so slowly that we are unaware of it. Our bodies feeling stiff, feeling tired early in the day, and having swollen ankles by the evening are all indicators that our circulatory system is having trouble keeping up. However, contemporary research has revealed this lovely secret, that dormant endothelium can be awakened with certain leg movements. Even after decades of inactivity, they can make it produce nitric oxide once more. You can retrain your blood vessels at any time. The sitting leg extension hold is the first exercise I want to teach you today. This is not a quick pumping motion. Your quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of your thighs, will experience prolonged strain as a result of this gradual, deliberate contraction. The blood vessels within the muscle are compressed as you hold your leg extended. Your entire leg's endothelium is stimulated by the strong pumping action produced by this brief compression and release. Here's how to do it correctly. With your feet flat on the ground and your back straight, take a seat in a firm chair. Bend your knees to about a 90-degree angle. Now gradually extend your right leg until it is nearly parallel to the floor. Avoid fully locking your knee. To safeguard the joint, maintain a slight bend. This is the secret. Maintain that position. Keep your leg up. Hold it there for 10 slow counts. The muscle atop your thigh will begin to burn. It's a nice scorching feeling. It indicates that the muscle is being forced to expel blood. It indicates that the pressure inside the vessels is increasing. Lower your leg back down gradually after 10 seconds. Don't simply let it go. Manage the descent. Return your foot to the floor in at least 3 seconds, because it increases muscular tension and prolongs the duration of blood vessel compression. This deliberate lowering is equally crucial as the hold itself. Change to your left leg now. The same thing. Extend, hold for 10. Slowly descend. That's one full cycle. 10 back and forth cycles will be performed on each leg. Start with 5 seconds if you initially find 10 seconds to be too challenging. Starting where your body feels comfortable is not a sign of weakness. Progressive improvement, not immediate perfection, is the aim. Try increasing your hold time by 1 or 2 seconds every week. You will be able to hold for 15 or even 20 seconds without problem in less than a month. Your thighs will feel warm and possibly a little unsteady by the time you're done. That warmth is the return of new blood to temporarily famished muscles. Your arteries will continue to relax for hours after you finish because of the nitric oxide spike that comes with that flow of blood. I want you to give this a try immediately. Simply watch while you perform 3 reps on each leg. Is your thigh starting to feel tense? After you release, can you feel the warmth spreading? Please enter the word activated in the comments section below. Tell me how your body is reacting. Let's go on to something even more potent now. The second exercise works your gluteal muscles and the backs of your thighs. These muscles are among the biggest in the human body. Additionally, they become amazing blood pressure regulators when we activate them correctly. This is what I refer to as the bridge pulse. We're going to modify it specifically for adult bodies, but you may have seen young people performing something similar in the gym. Lay on your back on a solid surface to begin. You can perform this on a firm bed if you have trouble getting down to the floor, but a yoga mat on the floor is ideal. Place your feet level, hip width apart, and bend your knees so that your fingertips nearly touch your heels. With your palms facing down, your arms are at your sides in a comfortable position. Now slowly raise your hips off the ground by pressing through your heels. You don't have to go very high, just enough so that your legs and shoulders are in a straight line. At the top, squeeze your buttocks. Hold for 3 seconds. Then gradually descend once more. That is a single repeat. In total, we want to perform 15 repetitions. This is what makes this blood pressure lowering workout so unique. The major vessels in your pelvis and upper thighs experience a brief increase in pressure when you elevate your hips. For those brief moments, your heart must work a bit harder. The pressure abruptly lifts as you descend again, allowing a wave of blood to flow freely through the formerly squeezed veins. Your arteries are trained to be more responsive through this cycle of compression and release. It teaches them to dilate rapidly. It maintains their elasticity and flexibility. During this exercise, I want to share something crucial about breathing. When lifting their hips, many people make the error of holding their air. This is risky since it may result in an abrupt rise in blood pressure. Rather, inhale as you descend and exhale slowly as you rise. Continue breathing steadily and smoothly. Stop right away and take a break if you ever feel lightheaded or dizzy while performing this or any other workout. The majority of individuals are unaware of the third exercise. The heel drop primarily targets the rigidity in your calf muscles and Achilles tendon, which is a contributing factor to impaired circulation in your lower limbs. Recall that blood must resist gravity to return to your heart after traveling all the way down to your toes. Your heart has to work harder because of the bottleneck created by any restriction or tightness in your lower leg. For this workout, you'll need a sturdy object that lifts a portion of your foot off the ground, like a step or a thick book. With your heels hanging off the back, place the balls of your feet on the step's edge. For balance, cling to a wall or railing. For safety, this is crucial. This exercise should never be performed without a grip. Now gradually drop your heels below the step's level. Allow them to fall as far as is comfortable. Your Achilles tendon and calf muscles will feel deeply stretched. For 5 seconds, maintain this lowered position. Next, raise your heels as high as you can while slowly standing on your toes. After 2 seconds of holding at the top, descend once more. It should take roughly 10 seconds to complete each up and down cycle. 12 repetitions is our goal. Because it uses the entire range of motion of the calf muscles, this exercise is quite effective. The majority of people never adequately stretch their calves. They wear shoes with high heels and walk on flat surfaces all day, which causes the muscle to shorten and tighten with time. The deep veins that pass through a tight calf muscle are compressed, making it more difficult for blood to return to the heart. This explains why so many people wind up with swollen ankles and feet at the end of the day. The natural pumping movement that keeps blood flowing effectively is restored by stretching and strengthening throughout the entire range. I would want to take a moment to ask you a crucial question. Have you been performing the exercises from this series' first part? At the end of the day, have you observed any changes in the way your legs feel? Do you have decreased swelling in your ankles? Do your feet feel warmer? Tell me about your experience, please. Post it in the comments. Tell me which of these new exercises you are most eager to do while you are there. I may learn what material works best for you thanks to your engagement. The master secret to vascular flexibility, in my opinion, is the fourth exercise. It is a modified version of a performance-enhancing tool used by sportsmen, but it is tailored for bodies that have lived for 6 or more decades. I refer to it as the slow-motion march. This exercise maximizes blood flow stimulation without putting undue strain on the joints by combining targeted leg muscle engagement with mild cardiovascular activation. Hold the back of a strong chair for support while you stand behind it. The distance between your feet should be hip width. Now slowly raise your right knee as close to your chest as is comfortable while keeping your balance. Don't raise it all the way. Here, slowly, is crucial. Lifting the knee should take at least 3 seconds. Take a moment to pause at the top. After that, lower the foot back to the ground in 3 more seconds. Start raising the left knee right away. 3 seconds up, 1 second pause, then 3 seconds down at the same speed. For 2 full minutes, keep up this slow marching motion without pausing. There will be a modest increase in your heart rate. You will breathe more deeply. You should never feel uncomfortable or out of breath, but you may sense a nice warmth coursing through your legs and core. If so, slow down even further or stop for a little while. Sustained, modest effort, not exhaustion, is the aim. There is no racing here. It is a dialogue with your body. asking it to awaken and recall how to effectively circulate blood. The regular contraction and relaxation of huge muscle groups is what makes this exercise so beneficial for blood pressure. Your hip and leg muscles contract each time you raise your knee, constricting blood vessels and forcing blood upward towards your heart. These blood arteries replenish with new blood each time you lower your leg. Your vascular system releases a substantial amount of nitric oxide as a result of this steady pumping activity that is sustained for 2 minutes. I want to talk about something that may surprise you now. The effect of these workouts on your blood pressure can vary significantly depending on when you perform them. Leg exercises within the first hour of waking up can help reduce the dangerous blood pressure surge that many individuals face in the morning, according to research. A disproportionate number of heart attacks and strokes are caused by this spike, known as the morning surge. Your body can better regulate your blood pressure throughout the day if you engage your leg muscles as soon as you wake up. But don't panic if you can't work out in the morning. Regardless of when you do these exercises, the effects build up. The most crucial factor is consistency. There won't be much of an impact if you perform these exercises only once. Your blood vessels will undergo long-lasting alterations if you perform them daily, even for 10 or 15 minutes. Allow me to illustrate what a normal daily schedule might entail. You can perform the toe exercises and ankle rotations from this series' first section in the morning while still in bed. This helps slowly awaken your circulatory system and takes around 3 minutes. Locate a chair and perform the seated leg extension holds after breakfast. On each leg, 2 sets of 10. It takes roughly 5 minutes. Do the heel drops and bridge pulses in the afternoon, maybe before supper. 10 minutes or so in total. Do a 2-minute slow motion march before bed to assist your circulation relax into a peaceful sleep pattern. The total time spent on the routine throughout the course of the day is about 20 minutes. By shielding your heart and blood vessels from the harm caused by uncontrolled high blood pressure, 20 minutes of modest activity could potentially extend your life. No extra equipment is required. Joining a gym is not required. You don't have to purchase pricey vitamins. The muscles you were born with contain all you need. In connection with these activities, some people ask me when it's better to take their blood pressure. This is what I suggest. Before you engage in any physical activity in the morning, take a seat quietly and start reading. This provides you with your starting point. Take your morning reading once more after completing these activities on a regular basis for 2 or 3 weeks. Examine the figures. Within the first month, the majority of people experience a discernible improvement. If your readings change from day to day, don't give up. Numerous things affect blood pressure, such as the quality of your sleep, your level of stress, the food you ate the day before, and even the weather. You're searching for a long-term trend. You are on the right road if, following a month of regular exercise, your average readings are lower than they were before you began. I'd like to answer a question that I'm sure many of you have. How about taking a stroll? Is walking insufficient to lower blood pressure? I urge everyone who is able to walk to do so on a daily basis because it's a great kind of exercise. However, walking's ability to directly increase vascular flexibility is limited. Your leg muscles contract and relax fast when you walk at a comfortable pace, but they never go through the prolonged tension that causes the greatest release of nitric oxide. That persistent tension is produced by the workouts I've described today. Instead than taking the place of walking, they enhance it. I also frequently hear inquiries concerning discomfort. What happens if these exercises are uncomfortable? This is my advice. Your muscles ought to be active. During the workout, you may experience a burning feeling, and the following day, you may experience some soreness. This is typical and shows that you are properly challenging your muscles. However, you should never experience severe joint discomfort, particularly in your hips, ankles, or knees. Stop at away if you feel a sharp discomfort. Shorten the hold's duration or range of motion. Pay attention to your body. It is able to distinguish between constructive effort and detrimental strain. I want to share one more exercise with you today, but I've held it until near the end because it's the hardest. The wall sit progression looks like this. We covered the fundamental wall sit in the first section of this series. Today, I want to show you how to make a small change that will increase its effectiveness even further. Begin with the basic wall sit position, flat back against the wall, approximately 2 feet ahead. Bowed knees. We're going to add little pulses in place of just maintaining this location statically. Take a 2-inch step down, then return up 2 inches, descend once more, and then rise again. These little motions offer a pumping element that improves blood flow while maintaining continual tension in your leg muscles. Perform 10 brief pulses, then remain still for 10 seconds, followed by 10 additional pulses and a 10-second hold. Until your legs alert you to the need for rest, keep switching. You may only be able to complete 1 or 2 cycles when you first try this. You will increase your endurance over the course of weeks and months. Now, some of my patients are able to perform 5 or 6 cycles in a row. Their blood pressure measurements have significantly improved. I'll tell you about one of my coworkers. She had been taking blood pressure medicine for 15 years and was 73 years old. Her results were consistently in the gray area, ranging from 140 to 90. She had experimented with various medications, dosages, and even physicians despite the drug. Her numbers didn't seem to go into a truly safe range. In all honesty, she was a little afraid and frustrated. She feared that each time she visited the doctor, they would inform her that something was wrong with her heart. After that, she began doing these exercises every day for only 20 minutes. Nothing drastic. She observed that her legs felt less exhausted in the evenings throughout the first week. She noticed she was sleeping better during the second week. Her morning readings had decreased to 132/85 by the end of the first month. Her morning readings had decreased to 125/80 after 2 months. For the first time ever, her doctor lowered the dosage of her medicine after 6 months. That day, she called me almost crying with joy. Her hypertension did not go away. That was never the intention. However, she provided her body with the assistance it needed to perform better. I want you to have that. And to supplement rather than to replace your medical care. To provide your body with every potential advantage in the battle against heart disease. To have legs that support you with assurance every day, rather than feeling like bulky weights affixed to your body. To wake up feeling stronger and more powerful. I want to give you a few crucial safety tips before I end up. Before beginning any new workout regimen, always consult your physician, particularly if you have heart disease, uncontrolled hypertension, or balance issues. Build up gradually and start out cautiously. Instead of overdoing it once and giving up because you're too sore, it is preferable to do less and be consistent. Drink plenty of water. Water should be consumed both before and after physical activity. In fact, dehydration can cause a brief increase in blood pressure, which negates the goal. Verify the safety of your workout area. Take out any loose, potentially slippery rugs. Keep substantial furniture close by so you can grab onto it if you need to. Go barefoot on a non-slip surface or wear supportive shoes. When performing these exercises, never hold your breath. Throughout, take steady breaths. The Valsalva effect is a potentially harmful blood pressure surge that can result from holding your breath while straining. I would want to give you a challenge. I'm challenging you to perform at least 3 of these exercises each day for the next 7 days. Put them on a calendar. Keep a record of your consistency. Additionally, record your blood pressure readings both before and after the 7-day challenge if you are able to do so at home. I'd be interested in learning what you find. In the comments section below, express your dedication. To let me know that you are committed to bettering your health, write 7-day challenge accepted. You are more likely to keep your word when you make a public promise. And when you do, your body rewards you with increased energy, improved performance, and finally, improving blood pressure readings. Walking from room to room is not the only use for your legs. Most people never learn how to use these effective strategies for cardiovascular health. You get that information via the exercises in this video and the first part of the series. It is now your responsibility to apply that knowledge. You are voting for a better future. Every day, you choose movement over inactivity and take charge of your health instead of letting it deteriorate. I've seen people in their 80s use these easy methods to improve their circulation. I have witnessed individuals who believed their prime years were over find renewed vigor and fortitude. Your age is not a barrier. It simply refers to how long you have been accumulating knowledge and expertise, and by knowing something that could actually protect your heart and prolong your healthy years, you have added to that wisdom today. Consider the people who rely on you in your life. Consider the friends who want to have meals with you, the spouse who wants to age with you, and the grandchildren who want to play with you. You give your loved ones a gift with every effort you make to strengthen your cardiovascular system. It's a declaration that you're not prepared to slow down. You're not prepared to give up. You still have a lot of life left, and you are still here. I appreciate you being here with me today. Your health is very important. Your dedication to making it better motivates me to continue producing content that has the potential to significantly improve the lives of people everywhere. Please share this video with someone you care about who might find it useful. A spouse, a brother, or a local or church buddy. Almost half of all persons over 60 suffer from high blood pressure. Perhaps the person who needs to hear this the most is the one you share it with. I'll see you in the upcoming video, where we'll discuss how particular stretching methods can amplify the advantages of what you've already learnt in this series. Until then, continue to breathe, move, and have faith that your best health is still ahead of you.